My heart cries Gucci, but my bank account is not in alignment. Hello, my beauties, and welcome back to the channel. I am Cher. So today we have some amazing finds from Amazon that are all designer inspired items. I've got a big giant haul here sharing a lot of fashion. So we're talking accessories, purses, handbags, sunglasses, jewelry, all that are inspired by big designer name brands, but for affordable prices. And sometimes you can't even tell the difference between some of these finds from Amazon versus the OG real item. So Amazon just had their spring sale and I was checking out a lot in beauty, but I couldn't help. Some of these deals were on sale on the spring sale, but then some were not too. I've also got several that I already own that I thought I would feature as well because they are designer inspired also. So one big giant haul, but if you missed out on that sale, oof, it was a good sale. There was some things up to like 40% off, but still everything is available there and everything is on Prime. So that means that it's, if you have Prime, quick shipping for you, like 2 days, maybe a little bit more, but at least you're not waiting 6 weeks. So anyway, let's walk through some of these items and I'm going to kind of show you, give you a tour of each item, but then also show you a picture of what maybe the original might look like, and just kind of compare the two so you can see and get a feel for how close of a match some of these are, some more than others. So the first thing, sunglasses. If you've been around here, you'll know I am a sunglass junkie. And spoiler alert, by the way, I just made my selections for FabFitFun because I get it in PR, and I was doing them for the summer box. I will come out with those spoilers soon too. Be looking for that. I don't know if it'll air before this video or after, but one of the options on there was a sunglass organizer. So I actually chose that and I have it coming and I need it desperately because yeah, my sunglass addiction's kind of out of control. But these are called Sunnier. I liked the style of them. These were on sale on the spring sale with Amazon. Here they are. So what I love, of course, are the sides. These little, the holes in the design here. So these are basically your Coach inspired sunnies. Very much has that Coach resemblance. I will put a picture of kind of the inspired by picture. You can still find this style out there at some Coach retailers. I just love this style. I feel like it's very flattering, and with spring and summer coming, I'm definitely loading up on the sunnies some more. I've got a lot of kind of like beachy spring and summer theme going on too in this haul. But yeah, so I love that. I love how it looks on the sides. Check it out, guys. Isn't that so pretty? What I want to do is give you guys a review for like, how does these things feel? Because you can have something that maybe looks like a designer in the pictures, but does it really feel quality? You know, does it feel luxurious? Does it feel like it's going to last and is durable? Since I just now got these, I can't give you a review for how long they last and how easy they are to break, but they don't feel super cheap like something I'm just going to pick up at the dollar store or Walmart. I can tell you that. Like, they have a quality feel to them. Like, they feel pretty solid. They probably are not as solid as the OG original Coach glasses, but a lot of times I'm going for style and less of like how long am I going to wear these forever, you know? But they're still have that Coach-esque feel to them. So I would say good quality still. Very good, solid feeling in them. They don't feel cheap. All right, the next thing are some earrings. So these were, I want to think that they were like under $10, like maybe close to 11, but check them out. Is that not gorgeous? So this, of course, screams Hermes with the H. You know, anytime I see the H on there, and of course that like the navy blue amongst the gold, I love this classy look to it. To me, this just really screams like you know, the derby, the horse racing and horses. This just really reminds me very much of that same feel and style. The only thing about these are when you buy them off Amazon, when it comes to jewelry, especially this faux, like either rhinestone or cubic zirconium that's in some of these earrings, you do tend to have them tarnish pretty quickly. They do turn. They don't always last you as long, but for the price, you really can't beat the look. So I'm going to try these on for you to give you a feel for how they look. And there we have it. Isn't that gorgeous? Love that. So perfect, design inspired for like 10 bucks, 11 bucks. I can't remember. By the way, all of the things that I share with you guys today and try on, I'm going to link in my caption below. So if there's anything you're interested in, you can just shop straight through the links. And here is what it looks like on this side as well. And another pair of earrings too. This is the classic knot earrings that I feel like they have an Hermes style, but they're specifically spitting image of the Heaven Mayhem knot earrings. I will put them in a picture here so you can see. You're going to see just how exactly identical they are. They definitely look high-end, stunning, luxurious, gorgeous. So, I mean, it's practically the same thing, right? And of course you can see that pictured in the OG, they're like $80, $90, depending on which type of gold you go with. And here, I think these might have been on the sale too, under 10 bucks. Again, what you want to think about is with this gold, you know, you're probably not getting a real gold or a, you know, true 14 karat. So you have to think about that it might tarnish on you faster. And if you have sensitive ears, silver, for example, if you need like true sterling silver so they don't like bother your ears, that's a factor to think about. But if you're okay with this kind of gold and that it might tarnish, but you're going for the aesthetic and the look, then this is the way to go, because absolutely the spitting image of those earrings. And I always need more stud type earrings like this. You know, I like my big costume jewelry that are dangly and whatnot, but in general and in my everyday wear, I tend to go more for smaller, almost studs or designs like this. They still stand out and they look bougie, luxurious, but they're not so big and all over the place. So here it is on both sides, just to get a feel for how they wear on me. Yeah, love them. All right, the next item, I was very excited about this because I live in Florida. I go to the beaches a lot, in the summer especially, which is coming up. So this is a really fun tote bag. It can either be for the beach or just for your groceries or what have you, but it's got the classic Gucci strip. Now, I don't know if the whole bag, I didn't see a bag that this is based on. There may be one out there, but it's kind of more the idea with the Gucci inspired strip here. It nails it, looks just like it, but it looks still like classy, high end at the beach and out at the day at the straw market, at farmer's market, you name it. But what I love about it, it is huge. It carries so much and it's very sturdy. So this is your ultimate tote bag, just to kind of show you, you could fit a bunch in it, but this is going to be a fun bag for my trips. I have several beach bags already with all different pockets and all, but sometimes those are almost too bulky at times and overwhelming. I feel like this is kind of the perfect size. You can even have this be, I don't want to say your purse, but like instead of carrying a purse around with you, if you need to haul a few extra things for the day somewhere, this is your purse and your tote to take with you. And it's just, it still goes with so many things, with the straw, like neutral color, but with your high-end bougie Gucci strip. And this was definitely on the sale, and I feel like it's still out there for like maybe 11 bucks. It's great grab. All right, the next one we have are more sunglasses. This is a set of 2, and the inspiration this time is Versace. So we have 2 sets, and I love the side of them. So here you have the sides, that classic Versace look. Kind of this like slight cat eye, not cat eye, but the thinner glasses, you know. So when you want to go for these more narrow style, these will do. And of course, you have 2 sets. So one is going to be the more like brown with the tiger like print on it there, tiger eye, whatever you call that. And then the other pair is your black ones. So these are your solid black. So you're getting 2 in 1. And this was an insane price, guys. I think these were on the sale as well. Very, like, I want to think they were under $10 for both of them. So 2 for the price of 1. And they feel very solid. Like, they do not feel cheap at all. Very pretty, like, solid packaging and everything. So that's one of the things I'm loving about these is they don't feel like super cheap, you know. As you see, I have a sunglass problem. I'm yeah, I'm a sunglass junkie. All right, next we have another pair of earrings. So these have more of the Fendi inspiration. So these are your classic, that geometric shape in there, very like Roman look to it. Again, very high-end, classy look to them, that geometric design on it. But these particularly just really scream that Fendi design and inspiration. Here it is up close for you in the ears, give you a feel for it. Great, just having it. I like to wear a lot of like hoops like this, but this one gives you a little bit more of that solid chunk hoop. Love it. Yeah, really just adds luxury and classy to your look. All right, then the last thing on this particular haul, and then we'll move on to some other items that I have as well that are still on Amazon. This is a cute little purse that I grabbed. Now, this is not an exact replica of a specific bag or purse I could think of, but there's a couple of things that scream Hermes to me or Birkin. And one is this strap across the front. It has the look of like the H. So that same H that's in a lot of the Hermes styles. I absolutely love that. I'm obsessed with it. And what I'm loving is this just feels like such a quality purse. Like it feels like a luxury handbag. Like it is really solid. This doesn't feel like cheap leather. Like it doesn't smell like cheap leather. Like I feel like it's a classy, good pick. Now it is small. So those who need the extra room, carrying a bunch of stuff, this is not going to be for you, but it's just that perfect, cute little bag to tote with you for brunch. It can be either handled with the handle like this, or let's open it up, show you how it works here. You can grab the strap out of it. Here is what comes with it when you look down in here. Now, this has a couple of different straps. You have one that is designed like this, so you can wear it as the crossbody style, a little longer, adjust it to the length that you want. It does have the leather on this side and then more canvas in the middle. So here is what it looks like if you would like to wear it more across the body, give you your crossbody feel. Or you can apply the smaller strap. So that is what this one looks like. This one has all of the leather across it, none of the canvas. Again, you can wear this as a crossbody as well, or you can wear it longer too. This one's going to give you a longer amount of length. But of course, I love it with the little strap, and it's just that like Birkin feel to it. So this was just adorable. I could not resist. And I love, like, this kind of goes with everything too. I love it for spring. Let me show you the inside of it with the paper taken out. So not a lot of room, as I said. It does have one pocket here, so you can put your sunglasses down in here, or your phone, or your keys. The front, though, could extend out just a little bit where this wraps over it, so you could sneak something down in there too, lip gloss, something like that. But overall, it was too cute to resist. Okay, so that was everything in this spring sale haul. Now I figured I'd show you what I've already got and have used for quite a while that are still designer inspired as well. All right, so the Chanel inspired sandals. Now these I've had for quite a while, so you know, they're a little worn in, but they are still absolutely adorable. And I got them in red. They have all different colors in these. They've got black, they've got white. And then the red, though, what I love about the red is just even with something like this, you have like all black, and then you have that pop of red, and then you can do red earrings or something, red lipstick, and you have those accents of color. So I just love these shoes as like a red accent. And of course it has the quilted pattern on there, just very reminiscent of Chanel. So the classic Chanel purses and sandals. They have the sandals that look like this too. And while we are still talking sandals, shoes, these are very old, so, but I wanted to mention them because they are still out there on Amazon. They still pop up on my feed, so I have loved these. They are so classic. I wear these with absolutely everything, so you can tell they're very worn in. These have that Hermes feel to them as well, Fendi feel to them, like the geometric, like almost H shape, but not quite. But yeah, I adore these. They go with everything. I think they still have a bunch of different colors too. They have white ones. The tan, like kind of brown color here, they just pop with everything that I wear. So this is a favorite pair of sandals that, like, my ride or die, like sandals that go with everything. And they've actually held up quite well. I mean, I wouldn't say the quality is like incredible, you know, gonna last you forever, very durable. But they're not super cheap either. Like they've lasted me for quite a while. I wear these all the time. So love them. I had to mention them. Next, I have a perfume. So Dime Beauty. I have fallen in love with this fragrance. It is Seven Summers, the Dime Seven Summers perfume. Now, this particular bottle, it's a travel size spray that came from Scentbird when I had the subscription. And I actually ended up with like 2 months worth of this, but that is okay because it is a favorite fragrance of mine. I adore it and I love it right now for summer. And I am a like kind of tropical coconut girl in my sense, and this just hits it home. And I've heard that Dime is an inspired by fragrance brand anyway. They're also one of those that's like clean, non-toxic beauty. And so I've really wanted to do more from Dime. But they have this scent out on Amazon, and it is inspired by Baccarat Rouge 540. So I'm in love with it. They do have more on Amazon. I'm going to put a picture of the Baccarat Rouge, but also a picture of what the bottle looks like in its original like packaging and everything from Dime Beauty. And it's something I'm going to be ordering more when I empty this one and my other one, because you guys, it's a favorite. I'm going to put the notes on the screen. It's one of those, like, it has coconut cream in it, so it has a little touch of that coconut that I love, but it's also kind of fruity. I know it has bergamot and touches of pear. And then it also has that like warm vanilla, sugar, champagne touch to it. So it has this like sweetness and warmth and gourmand meets tropical and fruity at the same time. All of the notes that are for me. Like I adore them. So really highly recommend this scent, and you can grab it off Amazon. Then you can also find several different like scarves out there on Amazon as well that have the actual logos and whatnot, like this Chanel. Now, do we all wear like scarves as much these days? There's a lot of different uses for them. I love to kind of do the Hermes trick where you can kind of wrap it around your handle on your purses. You can either have a little bit hanging down or like intertwine it all along. I'll put a picture in inspired of like how people wear them. I've done this on my purses before. Or you can, wrap it around your neck. Sometimes I think it works with a fun, blouse, the look you're going for, just kind of tying it to the side like that, this summery look. Or how I am loving it too is tie it in your hair, like the ponytail look. So I'm going to put a picture of one that I love. I love this style. So there's still, I think, very like trendy uses for these scarves that look really upscale, high-end, luxurious. All different styles are out there on Amazon. I have some that are like Louis Vuitton. But you just choose your particular style that you like and the colors. I think my favorite is the Chanel. I love this so much. So I just thought those were really cute. They had a couple marked down to like $6 out on Amazon on the spring sale. So some of them are still there. So I'll link those for you. Then, of course, speaking of Chanel, we have more Chanel inspired. This is another old purse of mine, but it's still there too. This is your classic Chanel inspired, quilted crossbody with the chain that hangs down. Always a classic. So feminine and classy. Always a classic. Now, the only thing is this one does not have like a C on it, the logo, feel, but it's inspired in style. So I've always loved this purse. I usually switch over to this one for like a date night kind of thing. Just a classier look. It's not usually my everyday purse or wear. I feel like everybody needs at least one of these. Just your classic handbag. And then I think the last thing that I have for you are more sunglasses. These are older too. I've had these for a few years, but they're still out there as well on Amazon. And these are your Gucci inspired wide eye sunnies, that classic like Gucci look. I've always loved these, like the big oversized glasses. And I think that some of this is still trendy. Like some people still wear these and they look so good on them. They look so like movie star. So, but definitely that Gucci inspired look. I would say the only thing about these is, and it may just be that over time this has happened, they're wider. So if you have a wider face, these will be great for you because they fit a little oversized in everything. They're almost a little too wide for me. Like they fall off easily for me. So that's one thing to think about. And they're a little flimsy. Now they've held up for me for years. So obviously they're not too flimsy, that they have actually held up, but they're just really thin on the sides. So I could see it breaking pretty easily because of that. But they're still, I mean, they're just so fun and so cute. All right, but that's everything, guys. This was really fun. I really wanted to just showcase everything that was design inspired and compare it to its inspiration piece. So hopefully that was helpful. Do you own any of these? Have you come across them on Amazon? I think there's a few of these pieces I've seen other people grab and have seen on others. But I just wanted to highlight them and show them in person to you, give you a feel for them. It is all in time for my birthday coming up in just a couple weeks. And it's that season I love to do my shopping for spring and make sure I have everything ready for my trips. We usually take our fun vacation for birthday and anniversary and all that this time of year. So I am ready, and I'm ready for the just beach summer season in style and with Gucci in my heart. All right, guys, so that wraps it up. If you want to see more like this, definitely stick around here and pop the subscribe. We do a lot of different beauty on the channel. I cover fashion like this ever so often, but I definitely do a lot of makeup and beauty as well. You don't want to miss it all, though, and I'll catch you guys all on the next one. Bye.